the grumpy monkey. Kind of how we're feeling about the internet today, and I thought it was kind of funny. On a side note, she thinks there's a pretzel, so if you hear sniffing, that's what you're listening to. All right, so let's get to it. Grumpy Monkey by Suzanne Lang. I haven't been able to convince her otherwise. All right. One wonderful day, Jim Pansy woke to discover that nothing was right. The sun was too bright, the sky was too blue, and the bananas were too sweet. Jim was confused. What's going on? Maybe you're grumpy, suggested Norman from next door. I'm not grumpy, Jim insisted. On his walk, he met Marabou. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Marabou. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Marabou. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. But look how you're standing, Marabou said. It's true, said Norman. You're all hunched. So Jim loosened up. Then he ran into Lemur. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Lemur. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy. Your eyebrows look grumpy, said Lemur. It's true, said Norman. They're all bunched up. So Jim raised his brow. Then he tripped over Snake. Oh no, said Norman. That's the last thing you need when you're feeling so grumpy. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Then why that frown? Said Snake. I think it's because he tripped over you, Norman whispered to Snake. Ooh, I should read that like that. Okay. I think it's because he tripped over you, Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile. Does it look like a real smile or a fake smile? Finally, Jim looked happy. Does that look happy to you? But he didn't feel happy inside. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. Jim didn't feel like singing. You should swing with us, said the monkeys. Jim didn't feel like swinging. She's still not convinced there's not a pretzel over there. You should roll with us, said the zebras. Jim didn't feel like rolling. You should stroll with us, said the peacocks. Jim didn't feel like strolling. You should lie in the grass. You should stomp your feet. You're being just a bad mood, and that's an okay thing. You should take a bath and make a splash. You should hug someone. You should laugh. You should take a nap. You should eat old meat or some honey. Ew, old meat, gross. You should jump up and down. You should sit in the sun. You should dance. Man, if I was feeling grumpy, I think all these suggestions would make me feel more grumpy. What do you think? But Jim didn't feel like doing any of that. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked the others. It's such a wonderful day. I'm not grumpy, Jim shouted, and as he beat his chest. and he stomped off. Oh, does he feel grumpy? Jim felt sorry, a little sorry for shouting at everyone, but mostly sorry for himself. I guess I am grumpy, Jim sighed. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, he came up upon Norman. Norman was slumped. His eyebrows were bunched up, and he was frowning. "What's the matter? Are you grumpy?" asked Jim. "No, I danced with Porcupine," said Norman. Ouch. "Are you okay?" asked Jim. "It hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough," said Norman. "Are you still grumpy?" "Yes," said Jim, "but I'll probably feel better soon enough too. For now, I need to be grumpy." "It's a wonderful day to be grumpy," said Norman. And Jim agreed. And he already felt a little bit better. The end.